Hi, hello, you are gorgeous. Oh my god, look at that, like, I'm not gonna be able to say this. Transmogrify, yes it is. Oh, it's gonna be a series. I can't actually get any of these books out. Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first ever YouTube video that I will be making. I'm really excited to be making some more and seeing where this basically goes. I've been wanting to create a booktube channel for about 5 years now. I am already on Bookstagram and I love it over there, and I've always wanted to create some video formatting stuff over on here, so I decided what better chance to do it than now. So this is it. Today I will be showing you my TBR cart, which is what you can see here. Just wanted a little cute cozy sit down video and just showing you what is on. It's very full, by the way, so grab a drink, grab a snack. So I'm gonna need to move over a bit. I'm sitting on a bean bag, if you can hear any like beans crunching. This is my gorgeous book cart. I will insert a better photo of it because you can't see it all. So I just wanted to go through this. My cart is from IKEA and it is a sort of sage green. It's actually shown pretty well on the camera. It's like a sage green colour, which is gorgeous. I love it. I've had it for 3 years. Got it on my 18th birthday, and it was originally used for crafting and all my bullet journaling stuff, and then I ended up getting something else for that, and I was like, I can finally live my dream and have a TBR cart, which stunning. I'm obsessed. So my TBR cart is all the books that I want to at least read this year. I have already completed my Goodreads goal and I've read just over 62 books I think now. So I think it is very manageable for me to read a lot of these, if not all of them. And I thought, go through them with you. So the books are actually near the front, there's none behind here because I tried doing that and then the hardbacks were starting to get ruined and I'm not having that at all. No. So the way I'm going to go through with doing this, I'm very sorry about the glare on the ring light on my glasses. It's just if I do take my glasses off I can't see, and if I turn the ring light off you're going to see that it is actually 9 PM and it's very dark. I'm going to be going through all of these books. There's some on the 3rd row. So the first book I want to start with is Happy Place by Emily Henry. This is a gorgeous edition. It has the ombre suede edges, and I do have another one just here which is actually signed, so I don't know why I have 2 actually. How stunning is that? Harriet and Wynne were, I think her name's Wynne, I might be pronouncing it wrong. Harriet and Wynne have broken up for 6 months and they're planning to go on holiday with their best friend, and they're having to fake date and pretend that they are still dating because their friend doesn't know. It's another Emily Henry book. I love her writing. So this is the first one, which is Happy Place. The next book is Before the Coffee Gets Cold. This is such a stunning cover and it's really short. This book is set in Tokyo and it is about a coffee shop where you can travel back in time and relive any moment that's happened. That's all I know about it. So the 4th book is actually coming out very, very soon. It has a gorgeous pink cover. I'm so excited. I'm really excited to read this. It's 200 pages long, which isn't much at all. I could probably knock this out in an hour or 2. The next book is Flawless by Elise Silva. I've said that right. This is part of the Chestnut Spring series and this is book 1. I am really excited to read this. I love the whole concept and I love small town romances. All I know about this is that it is a small town forced proximity book And that's all I kind of really want to know about it. But I am really excited to read this. I love the new cover. The next book is The Atlas Six by Olivia Blake. I love her writing. I've already read Alone with You in the Ether and one of her fan fictions that is on AO3. And it's technically not a book, but really good writing. This book is a dark academia book and I am really looking forward to reading that. I haven't actually read too many dark academia. I think the only ones that I've read have been Babel. Yeah, the only dark academia I've read is Babel. But yeah, this is The Atlas Six. Her writing is stunning and I know that this book has literally been everywhere. I'm getting a bit of FOMO from not reading it. So this is definitely something I'm going to read. So the next book is Kim Jo-young, born 1982. This book is, I feel like this is a book that everyone needs to read at some point in their lives. It is a very important matter, I think, to talk about. It's about all the misogyny that happens in South Korea. This book is about a lot of women in South Korea and their rage to do with the misogyny that happens there. It is a very hard hitting book. I think I've read just over half of it, but I definitely want to restart it, mainly because I feel like when I picked this up at the time I didn't realise how much of an important book it would be and how deeply hitting it would be, and I wasn't really appreciating or taking in the writing. So I definitely do want to start this again. Definitely do look up trigger warnings for this because it's a very hard-hitting book, I think, and I think it's definitely important for everyone to read at some point. The next book on my TBR is King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett Sinclair. I have read A Touch of Darkness by her and I really loved her writing style. This is about this girl who has to marry the vampire king and she kills him. Does she kill him? She tries to kill him. Yeah, so she has to marry this vampire king and she has to kill him as well. So that's all I really know about this book. It seems really, really good. I've seen so many good reviews about it and a lot of people are talking about it, well, were talking about it on Bookstagram when it first came out. I've heard the spice in this is meant to be really, really good, so that will be steaming. So yeah, this is a lot of these books I don't really know much about. I've only really got them from recommendations from people saying, oh, I think you'd like this, or just a brief quote that I've read up on the book, or just a brief vibe. The next book we have is Tomorrow. I got kindly gifted this by someone on Bookstagram. This was one of their favourite books and it was on my Amazon wish list, so I definitely do want to be reading this. I've heard so many good things about this. I have not heard a single bad thing about this, and all I know is that it's to do with games, and yeah. I'm going to start getting through these a little bit quicker because I've only gone through like 5 books and I've still got quite a few left. The next book I have here is Persuasion by Jane Austen. I haven't actually read any of Austen's work before and I feel like this will be a really nice one to start off with, as I've heard that it's a great beginner's one and it's like her best work. It's also quite short and I feel like I'll be able to knock this out really quickly. This next one is This Is How You Lose the Time War by Max Gladstone. I've heard so many great things about this. It's only a really small little book that won't take too long to read. I've seen some stunning quotes from this book. I cannot wait to pick this up. And how gorgeous is that? Next book we have is Stolen Heir by Holly Black. I have only recently just finished reading the Folk of the Air trilogy. I really enjoyed the last 2 books and I wasn't the biggest fan of the first book, which is surprising to a lot of people. I'm really excited to dive back into the world when I start this, as I feel like it'll be kind of, not nostalgic because it's only been very recently that I finished the series, but it'll be very reminiscent to dive back in and see what is going on. The next book I have is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. How gorgeous is this cover? I managed to get this off of Depop, I think. It has deckled edges. I love this. I've heard wonderful things about this. I do actually want to watch the film first because I think it will be easier for me to know what's happening, just how my head works. I cannot wait to start reading more classics. It's definitely something on my goal list for this year, is to dive into more classic because I've read 3 in my whole life. Next book is Conversations in Love. I haven't read many non-fiction books either, so this is definitely something I want to read. I've heard so many great things about this and it's very highly recommended. Chapter by chapter it has different things like how do we find love, how do we sustain love, and how can we survive losing love. So I definitely think it's going to be a really great reflective book and I'm really excited to read this. This book has been on my TBR for ages, but it's only been on my physical TBR in the last month. I cannot wait to read this. I'm obsessed with anything Greek mythology related, so this, I cannot wait. If I'm upset and if I don't end up not liking this, I'm gonna be so mad. But I have read her little series that she's got, which is the Wicked Villain series, and I really love that. So I'm really excited to start this off. This is a Hades and Persephone retelling. Exciting, exciting, exciting. Cannot wait to start that. The next one we have is The Starless Sea by Emma Morgenstern. How gorgeous is that cover? Like, I'm obsessed. The author who wrote The Night Circus, so I cannot wait to do a reading of both of them. I might do a reading vlog for that because that will be quite cute. So yeah, this is The Starless Sea. I know everyone has read this. Everyone and their dog has read this. Like, it's gorgeous. From reading the blurb, it kind of gives me Strange the Dreamer vibes, and I love that. I feel like it'll be stunning. We're now moving on to the second shelf, finally. So the first book we have on here is The Mountain Is You. This is a non-fiction book, and it's all about transforming self-sabotage into self-mastery. I feel like this would be a really good one to reflect on, and it will be a stunning read. I have a lot of non-fiction books on here just because I kind of want to get out of my comfort zone. Wild's Encyclopaedia of Faeries. The only thing that annoys me about this is the cover is really baggy, and it's just kind of annoying. So all I know about this is obviously Emily Wilde, and she's writing a book about fairies, an encyclopedia, and you just follow her journey, I'm guessing. This has been on my radar for a hot minute, and I cannot wait to read this. It feels like it's not going to take too long either, and I feel like this would be really fun to read, and it'd be 2 plot lines. So obviously her completing the encyclopedia, and then another one from what I've just read. Seems really gripping. The one that comes out is called Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. That sounds so cool. The next book is Archer's Voice by Mia Sheridan. I'm really excited to read it. I'm really interested to see what I think of it, because I do believe that a lot of the romance books that are popular on TikTok and Bookstagram I'm not really the biggest fan of. I don't know why, it just happened. It's not screaming out for me to read right away, but I'll get to it when I get to it. The book I have is Gild by Raven Kennedy. I am so excited to start this series. I am wanting to read this once I finish the current series I'm through, which is Throne of Glass, and I have 1 book left for that. So this will be started very, very soon. All I know is it's a spicy fantasy romance. It only gets spicy at book 2, and that's all I want to know. This is everywhere, and I'm very excited to read this because I feel like this will definitely be like a 4 or 5 star read. I feel like it will give me the vibes that I'm looking for, because I'm looking for a similar book to ACOTAR, where I really like root for the characters, in love with the characters, obsessed with everything. I feel like this will give it to me. The next 2 books my partner has actually picked off my bookshelf for me to read, and he's not stopped going on to me about one of these, and he's always going on about how, like, oh, I think you're gonna really like this, and I'm like, you haven't even read the back of it, you don't know what it's about. So the first one of these is being One for My Enemy by Olivia Blake. The book is There's These Sisters, and their mother is Baba Yaga. That's all I know. Sounds interesting, sounds like a good read, and this is the one that my partner really wants me to read, and there's also another one that I'll show you. This is Wild and Wicked Things by Francesca May. This is all about witches. This is set in the 1920s, and it is set just after the First World War. A young woman gets swept into this glittering world, romance, blood debts, and murder. On Crow Island, people whisper that magic is real, but Annie Manson never expected her actual neighbour to be a witch. I am so excited to start this, but I'm also kind of nervous because I feel like there's a bit of an expectation that I'm meant to like it because my partner picked it out. But yeah. The next book I have on here is so exciting. It is The House of Earth and Blood, the first book in the Crescent City series. I will be picking this up very soon. I probably will be doing a reading vlog because it's such a chunky book, and I feel like it'd be really fun to film my reactions because I know a lot of people love this book. This one is I'm not going to be able to say this. Transmogrify I've definitely said that wrong. 14 Fantastic Tales of Transmogrify. This is by a range of authors, and this seems so cool. In this you'll embark on 14 different adventures alongside unforgettable characters who embody many different genders, expressions and experiences, because magic is for everyone, and that is cause for celebration. This sounds stunning, and I'm obsessed with how gorgeous that cover is. This comes out on the 23rd of May, so when's that? In a few days, I think. So that's really, really exciting. It's probably already out by the time I post this. That's so nice. Oh, I'm really excited about that now. Here is The Poppy Wall by R.F. Kuang. I loved Babel. As you all know, I have a special place in my heart for it, and I definitely want to start her original trilogy. Next one I have here is the second book in the Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. I love the first book, and I really want to see what happens to Pip in this book, so that is that one. So the next book is The Cloisters. This is by Katie Hayes. I did actually receive a proof of this last November, I think it was. And can we just talk about the stenciled edges? This book is about magic and cards, I believe. Tarot cards, is it? And I think that sounds amazing, just up my alley. I love tarot cards, crystals. So that is The Cloisters, an Illumicrate exclusive, and I was so happy when I realised what book it was going to be, and now I cannot wait to read this. This is a Song of Silver Flame like night. This is by Amelia Wen Zhu, I want to say. I might be pronouncing that really, really wrong. Look at that, like, I'm obsessed. This is about Chinese mythology, and it's going to be a duology soon as well, I believe. And this is it underneath. So if you enjoyed Daughter of the Moon Goddess, you'll love this. So I'm very excited to pick this up. The book is a Fairy Loot exclusive, and this is Spice Road. How pretty is that? And then these are the stenciled edges. This book is all about drinking tea and all about the spices, and oh my god, I've just looked at the cover underneath. Hi, hello, you are gorgeous. I'm obsessed. So all I've heard about this is literally what's on here, which says whoever controls the spice controls the kingdom itself. Now if that hasn't intrigued you, I don't know what has. Oh my god, everything about this, like, I might read this next actually. I might put this higher up on my thing just to be like, you need to read this, come on, read it. We've done it. That is my TBR cart. Everything from back to front, from top to bottom, done. I really hope you enjoyed my first video. Definitely stick around if you want any more bookish content or lifestyle, journaling, gaming, anything. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video. Check out my social media links that will be, I'll probably end up linking here or something, or down below, whatever. Give me a comment if there's any books on here that you end up seeing that you're like, you look interesting, or ones that are already on your TBR. Let me know. Let me know some books that I should have on my TBR, or any books that you see in the background that should be moved over here desperately. And I hope to see you in my next video very, very soon, because I have a lot planned. Bye!